Hello my friends, welcome to Linux review. So as you see, I'm using Linux now. Basically, I changed my PC. I wanted to jump to Linux for a long time actually, but I always thought I'm gonna do it when they stop supporting Windows 10. Because I already had a key for it, so why not use it if you spend money? Yeah, but now I changed my system. I jumped from Intel to AMD. That means new motherboard, and I also can't use Windows key anymore, old one. So I decided it's time to go to Linux, my old dream. So I've been using it for 2 days, and I could say that the learning curve is, I wouldn't say it's steep, because most things is the same. Like, you have a mouse, you have a folders, you have a start bar, like, what else? The things are different order, different icons, that you can learn. Most things is the same, clock still there, you know. It's basically not so much learning curve as just differences, small differences, but there are things I find confusing. So I guess this review is a more for developers, I guess. If you are developer, you may find what kind of things stops new users to jump to Linux. Because I've been using Windows all my life, it's like 20 years or something. Never used Linux before, so Windows is in my blood. Many things that Windows is like a choice, let's say, for me it's like it must be like that, because I'm used to it. I do not know any difference. I've never seen any different. Yeah, so what can I say? First of all, it actually was my first confusion. There is no refresh button when you press right. When you press right mouse, there is no refresh, as you see. Maybe it's not important, but I'm so used to it. And I always thought that I'm just doing it, just to be sure system is not crashed or whatever, for fun. Not for fun, it's like in my blood already. But actually there were instances when I needed it. So basically, when I came to the Linux, first thing I downloaded OSB. Recorded video to test sound. It showed up here, and mic was too loud. So I thought, okay, reduce mic volume, record again, 10 seconds, turn off, check here. Video didn't show up. Oh, okay, let's refresh. And there is no refresh. Like, what the fuck? I'm like, well, what should I do? I go somewhere else, go back. I thought maybe video it's still not there. And at this point I don't understand. Does moving from folder to folder does not refresh window? Or there is something wrong with the recording? I turn off, go again. Well, the video is not here. Start record, 10 seconds record, stop recording. It's again, doesn't show up. I don't understand, because first video was shown. First video did work. And at this moment I really needed refresh, so I would know. Is something wrong with a recorder, or with just Windows is not done, not refreshed. Later on I did find out that you can refresh here, reload. It's very far though. So if you are developer, please put refresh here. It's needed more than you think. Yeah, actually in the end it turned out that it didn't record videos anymore. For some reason, I didn't learn why. Well, I can say one thing. It's maybe because you see now I record, it shows CPU 3% usage. Well, back then it was 60. I I don't know why it was too high. Maybe there were some drivers downloading, although I think they didn't. Because first I downloaded everything and then I start. Yeah, but for some reason it went to 60%. Maybe that stopped it for recording. But anyways, I restarted PC and it started working again. So I don't know what was the reason, but yes, that was my first encounter with lack of refresh button. As you also probably see, there are some glitches sometimes in recording. They show up on the top of the screen. Yeah, I don't know how to deal with that. Sorry about it. If you know it, tell me. Second thing I encountered that I didn't like. Very simple actually. I guess it's more of a bug than... Like refresh, it's design choice. You just need to put it there. That this one is like a bug. Look. I create folder. Oh, that's document. Create folder. Create folder. Bam! Overlapping text of folders. Come on, guys. Fix this. Because I had a point when I downloaded something. It was a zip file. Downloaded on the screen. Extracted. And then, what the hell? Overlapping text. This is dumb. Fix that. Then... Okay, let me remember. Yeah. I wish they would show shortcuts. Oops. I thought you can fit it closer. Gap is too big. Not like on Windows. Make gaps even. Not like there is small gap, there is big one. Anyways. Yeah, you see it, like this is shortcut for OSB Studio. But there is no, like that little corner like in Windows, that you straight away know that file is a shortcut. Because let's say I want to delete it. I'm not sure, is this file, could I delete it? Is it shortcut or is it a real deal? When I go to properties, it also doesn't show anything that it's shortcut. Well, maybe... No, maybe this means that it's shortcut. Because it runs some kind of command. I'm not really sure. For me, as a Windows user who never saw Linux in my life, this is confusing. The only reason I know it's shortcut is because of size. Also, come on, make that little thing. If you can't do it because Windows do it well, make it on the top. Doesn't really matter, simply so I know that is it real file or is not real file. Also, let's check. If you make a folder, can you make shortcut of it? Well, I guess you can't. Open with, cut, copy, paste, rename, open in terminal, open as root, move, trash, delete, share, options, compress, properties. Yeah, shortcuts, it seems there is some kind of problem with shortcuts. So yeah, would be cool that you fix that. Very confusing. Also, for a long time, not for a long time, but for a while, I couldn't understand how to get things on the screen. Like on one of the files, I see, okay, there is a trash. So the trash exists. You know, I try to move it, and you can't put it on the screen. This right click, also no option. So how? Couldn't understand. In the end I did find out that you do it here. Like you find this special application you care about. Let's say trash. Oh no, it wasn't here. it was deep into the settings, display settings, I guess. No. Customize. Yeah, desktop settings. Desktop settings. Then you find desktop icons and you choose computer, home, trash. I guess it's okay. It was just a bit confusing in the beginning because it's you need to go very far to do it. Also, again, let's say I put mounted drives and it shows. You would think it's just a shortcut, but it's like a real file, real mounted file. You cannot delete it. You see? Yeah, also, for some reason, I can unmount a hard drive. Shouldn't be like that, I guess. I really hate icons as well. But I guess that's not the problem of Linux. It's just me being using Windows for 20 years. Yeah, so these are hard drives. For some reason I can unmount it. It's weird. Also, this is the first why there is mount opportunity. I don't even want to press it because this is the SSD have a Linux on. I try to go inside and it says can't mount. I don't understand, it's so weird. It definitely does not work like Windows. You know, then you can go inside and look files. Find, you know, program files where whatever you install your stuff. Oh yeah, that's also the thing. You can't really choose install location for the things. When I install stuff from that app manager or whatever it's called, software manager. Yeah, this is what I have installed. Yeah, when you do, you just install. You have an opportunity to install. It doesn't say you anything where you install. I guess that's just how Linux works, but I find it a bit kind of weird, lacking options. You just install it and you never know where it is. You cannot access files or change it. Maybe that's how it protects itself from hackers, the Linux. But yeah, whatevs. Also, what the Flatpak is. When I installed OBS, it first was here. I'm like, System Pack or Flatpak? I don't know, maybe if you use Linux for a long time, it means something to you. You're like, ah, Flatpak, yeah, yeah. For me, it's like, what? What's the difference? Like, what changes? Like, different reviews, but it's the same program. Yeah, so maybe you should some kind of, I don't know, dictionary when you introduce new users with all these weird names, like Flatpak, what? Like also odd desklets. What is desklet? I never heard it. I click at this. What is this? Clock desklet, digital photo frame. I don't understand anything. What else? And the last thing, I guess. Oh yeah, there is actually one more thing. The screen is very bright. In Windows, you like click here or something, and there is like dark mode, night mode or something. It's way better for your eyes. In the end, I found how to do it in Linux, but it does not applies after you turn off computer. I wanted to show it you straight away, because right now it is in the dark mode, but you see it's all normal. Look, I just turned on computer. That I don't need. Oh yeah, that's one thing I wanted to talk about as well. System settings, I guess. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll also. But okay, that will be a bit later. Not here. It was color or something. Yeah, color. See, this one is clicked. But Windows, it's not dark. I will click again and then will it apply. You see, that's how I want it to be. But it was like original, this one. Even though it was clicked. So it kind of breaks after you turn off computer. So if you are developer, update that. You know, I actually remember I saw something, contribution, and I guess you can report bugs. I will report it later, off camera. Important stuff. Because in Windows, actually, there also was this problem, quite similar, but it wasn't like it break after you turn off computer. It break when computer goes to sleep mode. You know, you don't you move mouse for a long time, screen turns off. You come back, move it screen, and it's bright. You need to go there, turn off night mode, turn on it again, then it refreshes. It was hassle, but at least in turning on computer didn't need that. Here, every time you turn on computer, you need to go to settings and stuff. Well, if you can't fix it, at least make it accessible real easy, like Windows. So it's a couple of clicks. Because right now you're like, okay, system settings, colors, this, find the right one, click. Very long. Second, well, not second, I already lost count. That sometimes to access thing is double click and sometimes it's single click. Very confusing. This is noticeable straight away in the in the system settings. Like, you see, when damn, I turned off that. Oh no, welcome screen. You see, this welcome screen. It's understandable that when you put launch, it will turn on. Because it already says launch. So I press it, start away, turns on. Fast Internet AI ad block. A Flatpak runtime package. Whatevs. Gonna do it later. Yeah, this is understandable that it launches straight away. But then you like go to system settings. And this sees like an icons. But they need single click, not double click. Confusing. Because for me it was like, okay, let's go to NVIDIA settings. Oh, turn it on 3 times. Thanks. Oh, you see? Screen away went light without doing anything. I guess because NVIDIA is somehow responsible for graphics. Damn, I again clicked double click. At least it didn't turn out 3 times this time. It was also, I noticed that somewhere in the files, I think when I uploaded something or whatever, I don't remember, but it was that, yeah, I think it was when I uploaded video. that when you choose drive, you click just once, and it straight away goes in. But then when you are inside the drive, you need double click. Come on, guys. When it's launch, it's like intuitive that it's just one click. But if you hear, let's say I would like to just make one noticed, you know, how you call it, you know, make it blue. I can't, because it straight away enters it. You still can't move them with a cursor, so it would be reasonable that you can like click once and it didn't go in. Well, for me, just make everything double click. Or everything single click. But don't mix them. That's what I remember. Let me think a bit. There definitely was more. Oh yeah. The last thing what I'm gonna talk about is actually fonts. This is the one thing that will turn me off of a Linux very hard. Fonts are not crisp. They are like kind of smooth. What's the word? Soft. Maybe for you it's not noticeable. It's very noticeable for me. They have like weird shadows, and it's because of anti-aliasing or something. It really hurts my eyes. You don't feel difference when you sit like an hour by the computer, but let's say you sit 3, eyes start to hurt. For at least, well, excuse me, I can tell that Windows is not great with this. So basically, best fonts ever was on Windows XP. They were amazing. So crisp, your eyes doesn't get tired at all. Because you know, when it's like all fuzzy and soft, your eyes has this tendency to try to focus. And they always try to focus. You always squeeze your eyes, because it's not like clear. And eyes think this is out of focus. You feel shit. Sorry, my English. You know, I start a sentence and then I can't find the word what I wanted to use. Like I don't know English version for it, and then I stumble. Yeah, you feel difference basically after a while. You feel your eyes. Yeah, what I wanted to say, best fonts was Windows XP. Amazing. Then Windows 7 was shit. They introduced this some kind of new technology. I guess it was like infinite scaling or soft letters or whatever. It's supposed to be upgrade, but it was terrible. Similar here, you see. It's although it's not soft, it's decent. But let's say you put like that, increase size. I can't really tell. Let's say, okay, let's see here. You see, text. You increase size. Something is not right. Kind of can't find example. Well, basically because of this scaling, even though I can't find example at the moment. Yeah, actually it works better, because last time when I did this, it didn't update automatically. Or maybe it did. Like you can remove, no, not this. You can remove anti-aliasing. but it makes everything terrible. Yeah, for some reason I can't find example, but whatevs. Because of this font size, what I wanted to say. Like, it's a one size letters. And sometimes, like, let's say you increase, and then one letter, it's like, let's say T. It's like this, and then you make bigger, and one letter is like double tick in one place. Then later it's normal, then again double tick. Yeah, for some reason it seems alright now. Maybe it was some kind of upgrade. But it's still a bit fuzzy. I still feel that I need to squeeze my eyes. I always do it automatically. I don't even feel it. Okay, what I wanted to say, yeah. Windows 7 was terrible fonts. They introduced this shit. These soft letters. They also introduced the thing that internet has a different fonts than computer. So even if you spend a lot of time, because in the Windows 7 you could remove like soft edges or something, you tweak it a bit, change font size, change effects, and it's pretty clear. And then you go to internet like, and oh, you can see it's all like fuzzy, like here. All letters are soft, like in cloud. This. It's noticeable for me, at least. My eyes feels it a lot. I guess you could say that it's not Linux fault because it's Brave browser which made that font. Well, I don't know how it works. Who do this because Brave browser in Windows was alright. Now it's kind of weird. They're like big and bold and still soft. Yeah, so Windows 7 was terrible fonts. Then Windows 10 somehow cleared them up. It made better. Windows 10 is a second place in fonts after XP. So if there is a way to make fonts as clear as possible, because you see, you make like fonts and there are like a million of them. Like why? Whoever uses this? They put so much work into finding those fonts, making million fonts. Better make one font but clear. That's what people want. This is the one thing I don't want to use Linux for, because my eyes hurt. I could accept everything else. If I go in and I have the same fonts as was in Windows XP, everything clear, my eyes don't hurt, I would straight away jump on it. But now, I'm afraid. And as you see, I actually downloaded Linux Mate. I will try to change my system from Cinnamon to Mate, to Mate. Because I hope maybe those fonts will be better. Because it's kind of light and simplistic, and maybe fonts gonna be clear. Yeah, I guess it's fine for it's enough for now. After I try to put Mate, I probably will record one more video in a while. Tell my experience. Was fonts any better or no? Yeah, for now then that's it. Thanks for watching. And see you in the next update. Bye.